Hey flutists, it's Alex. Today we're going to be talking about tonguing on the flute. Tonguing is a broad form of articulation. Articulation is how we approach each note, or how we attack each note. In the previous video, we talked about how to produce a sound on the flute. In that video, we only used our air to create a tone. However, in a real musical context, we have to have a definite start to our phrases or our notes. So we're going to be talking about how to use our tongue in order to do that. Once again, we're just going to be working with our head joint. Just as a quick review, we want to make sure that we do remember how to create a good solid tone, because if we don't have that, we can't successfully articulate our notes. So we want to make sure that the top of the lip plate hole is parallel to the ceiling, that it's not turned too far out nor too far in, that it rests in the hollow of your chin, lower if your lips aren't as full, and a bit higher if they are quite full. Make sure that the lip plate hole is directly in the center underneath your bottom lip, and make sure you have good posture. You want to have good support. You don't want to be slouching. You can't have a good, full, solid tone if you don't have good posture or good support. So just blow into the flute, just using your air. Remember to imagine that you're saying prue. Make sure that you're using the center of your lips to direct your air, that your lips are relaxed, especially at the corners. So once you've been able to produce a good sound, don't take your head joint off of your face. Keep it right in that sweet spot. And you're just going to imagine saying two. So instead of prue, you're gonna define that note and say two. Now, one important thing that might help you is that you should be using 80% air and 20% tongue whenever you tongue your notes. So make sure you never have more tongue than air. You don't want your tongue to be overbearing, and you don't want that to affect the quality of your sound. So you can still have a nice defined and tongued note without having too harsh a tongue. So between each note that you tongue, make sure you don't let your air drop. Make sure you push it all the way through until you stop the air. So don't do this. Don't let go of that air. Keep that support all the way through the entirety of the note. Also work on not separating the notes to tongue. Work on having a consistent stream of air and not allowing your tongue to interrupt that. Try and use the tip of your tongue whenever you tongue your notes. Don't use your entire tongue. That'll help with not using more tongue than air. Just use the tip of your tongue. Try and imagine that you're using a pointed tongue. So just the tip of your tongue is what you're going to use to tongue your notes. I hope this video was helpful. In the next video, we're finally going to be putting all of the parts of the flute together.